This kit includes everything you need for a hassle-free installation. Includes 7-inch touchscreen Android tablet, Bluetooth connectivity, connect to the engine control unit with your Android phone or tablet. Designed and assembled in the USA from foreign and domestic parts. Greetings viewers and welcome. I am Eric the Car Guy, your host for today's unboxing of the Edelbrock Pro Flo 4 EFI system. There's a bunch of stuff on the outside of the box. This one contains everything, including the Android tablet. It's a multi-port injection system that also has a distributor and all the wiring and everything needed apparently to hook it up and get it to run. So it's a complete engine management system in a box, including intake manifold. As complete as this kit is, they're already encouraging you to upgrade your fuel system, which if you are going to run a performance engine, you really should have a good fuel system to go with it. The engine's got to eat. If you don't feed it, well, bad things can happen. Let's dig in. It's just a box, there's nothing in it. Giant metal staples, be aware. And watch out, because I've been cut pretty good by these before. And more over here. And now it's time for a slightly less embarrassing unboxing. There it is. Oh, that is pretty. Well, the first thing I saw when I opened the box, this guy right here. Ooh. Looks no worse for wear, but in shipping, this plastic broke loose, and luckily these sensors look okay. There we are. Some kind of spec sheet. Somebody checked everything off when it went into the box. All right, I'm just going to leave it on this cardboard because it's cleaner than my workbench is clean, but not as clean as this cardboard. It's a nice intake, very nice intake. Like I said, this is for a 350, and here's our ejectors. I forgot what this kit was good to. I think it was like 600 or so horsepower, something like that. But I'm wondering if you put larger injectors in here, if you could increase that even further. I also believe they have a very similar setup to this, but it's a tunnel ram, so throttle body. Ooh, progressive opening is how they're doing it on this. That's interesting. That's a progressive setup. That's nice. Looks like we've got some vacuum ports, a giant one on the back, probably for, say, brake boosters, something of that nature. This also is intake vacuum because this looks suspiciously like a map sensor. This looks like the idle air control valve, and I'm assuming that this passage up on top is for the idle. What I'm surprised to see, and I'm kind of happy to see, is a fuel pressure sensor. That's kind of neat. I wonder if you can actually display fuel pressure in the display that you have. Another thing that I'm wondering about this system is, you know, it looks like, and I haven't installed this or even read the instructions yet, but it looks like you remove this plug and this is where you, oh no, never mind. Right over here is where the feed is. I'm curious if you could switch this around, like take this crossover that's back here, this braided line, from this side of the rail, move it to the front and move everything that's in the back here to the back, and then bring your fuel system up into here. That looks like -6, so whatever your fuel system is running up to this. Once again, I haven't read the instructions, but I will link a PDF in the description that I believe covers the installation instructions, so you can get more information on that. Looks like we got another giant vacuum port up front for maybe running, you know, to a vacuum tree accessories or something like that. Coolant temperature sensor. Another bung over here that you could use for maybe a gauge, but with the Android tablet if you wanted to go that way. I'm actually running a gauge on my dash, so I would probably utilize this. There is throttle position sensor over here, looks like. And then in the back you've got what looks like the ability to jump in with another plug and tap into the vacuum there. But nice manifold. I mean, this manifold looks legit. I kind of like, it's got some long runners to it. It looks torquey to me. Enough of my uneducated opinions about the intake manifold. You get a set of intake gaskets. Fantastic. So you don't need to get those. Here's your, looks like installation instructions, very detailed. This looks like the complete installation instructions, but I believe, once again, that is available as a PDF, and I will link that in the description. More stuff. This might be, what is this? User manual and definitions. Well, there's a quick reference guide, so for setup and everything else, looks like you can just very quickly get started. ECU enclosed. That's special. That's a fantastic ECU that I'm seeing. Let's see if this one is actually the tablet. It is. I'm not sure how these come off of here just yet. Why don't we just take this part of the box out, deal with it. Oh, you know what? We're taking a different route. There's our ECU. Nice compact. You can mount this someplace out of the way. Ooh, that's your harness. Complete harness, like complete. Got everything. Everything plugs into everything. And what's this? Ah, I know what this is. All right, this is the last thing down in there. So nothing else down inside there. So I guess this is just like a pop-up book. It just says ECU enclosed, is all this is for. The ECU is enclosed. And he opened the door and saw an ECU. It's mine now, so. It's like an Acer tablet that they've provided for us. It can also be used as a phone. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? I know what's in here. More goodies. Oh, packaging. Packaging is what's in here. You get packaging in your Pro Flo 4 EFI system. Inside this packaging, ooh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Distributor. Because this is why I like this system. It came with everything, and you'll be able to control everything. You'll be able to control timing. You'll be able to control fuel. You can have tons of fun with it. All from, you don't even have to be in the driver's seat. You can be like, I don't know how far away you can go for it to connect to Bluetooth, but oh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, depending upon what cam you're running, some cams require a different gear, so make sure that your cam can work with this gear. I'm not exactly sure what this is made of, but I'm sure there's a note somewhere about certain cams maybe not working with this and needing a different distributor drive. This looks like billet aluminum. I'm assuming it's got a rotor down in there. I don't think they'd ship it to you with like no rotor. Yeah, we're good. It's like a Hall effect type pickup. Check this out. On the outside of the distributor right here, there's a number 1. So that shows you the orientation where you should have it when it's installed in the engine. Here's a cap to hold your ignition wires in place. They tend to escape sometimes apparently, so you need one of these. But it also looks cool when you install it. I don't see any ignition wires in the kit, so you're obviously going to need those. Shall we see what's in our wire harness bag? All right, here's a small harness here. Larger harness here. Looks like that goes to injectors and stuff. Another large harness. I suspect, given the simplicity of this system, I mean, I think about the wiring and everything, this is a complete engine management system, all self-contained. So when you stop and think about it, like you're gonna have your spark and fuel, aside from your fuel pump setup and everything else, all contained in all of this stuff. There's a O2 sensor in this one. It's like throttle return spring. I kind of want to keep this stuff together. All right, let's open it up. It is an unboxing video, right? I'll find another bag. All right, USB cable, some connectors, or a connector. Looks like important for something. Some other installation. This looks like goes to the intake manifold, throttle return spring perhaps. This looks like an O2 sensor bung right here. This looks like an adapter for a sensor, and this looks like some sort of plug. And then this, I don't know what this is. Some kind of bracket. Oh, cool. Phone charger. Yeah. All right. And what is this? Ah, the other end of that. So I'm assuming all this is for the tablet. That's what I'm thinking when this is for. Let me grab that real quick. So this stuff for your tablet. This looks like an air temp sensor. That's what this is. And this is your O2 sensor. Looks like a wideband, yeah. So wideband O2, which is nice. And of course, zip ties. So if you don't have zip ties, you need to buy this kit. Well, viewer, you might be asking, Eric, what are you doing with that Pro Flo 4 EFI system? Well, good question, viewer. I'm going to be putting this on my ETCG Dad's truck project. So this is going to go on the 350 engine that I'm going to be installing in that truck. Speaking of the installation, if you want to see videos about the installation of this Pro Flo 4 system and how it worked out and how I used it here on this truck, follow the ETCG Dad's Truck series. I'll link that down in the description where I do cover all of that material. So be sure to check that out, linked in the description. Well, viewers, that is everything inside the box of the Edelbrock Pro Flo 4 EFI system, and mine includes the tablet and the distributor, so a complete quote-unquote engine management system. I'm looking forward to installing this on the truck, but now you know what's in the box, so if you're considering purchasing this, well, I hope this video helped you and let you know at least a little bit of what you're in for. Once again, I will link in the description PDFs to the installation instructions so you can get a little more information about it, the extra things you might need for your application, that type of thing. Well, there will also be links to other stuff, so check the description for additional information. If you have automotive questions, I ask that you head to EricTheCarGuy.com. That will be linked in the description. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to those things that help me make a living and bring you more of these unboxing videos. If you like them, let me know down in the comments. Be safe, have fun, stay dirty. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.